When your ad appears on the Facebook pages of your intended audience, you want it to stand out so that the odds of them clicking through to where you want them to go are stronger. Facebook allows you to control 3 elements in your ad: image, title, and ad text. The image you use to accompany your ad is the most important determining element because it's what draws the eye to the ad. Without an attention-getting image, your ad will have a hard time attracting clicks. When you create ads, make sure you choose great images. Try to choose images of logos, people, or products because these are the easiest to comprehend in the thumbnail size. Remember that the image can't be larger than 110 by 80 pixels, so it must have a 4:3 ratio and can't be larger than 5 kilobytes. If you don't follow these guidelines, the Facebook program will automatically resize your image and it'll come out looking strange. Also, if you have text in the image, make sure it's readable in the small format. You only have 25 characters for your ad title, so it's important to make every one count. Try to create titles that have a clear call to action and use the brand name that you're promoting. Within the body of the ad text, you have another 90 characters to get your message across. If you haven't already referenced your brand name, here's where you want to include it. Make your ad text as informative as possible. Obviously, given the character constraints, you're going to have to keep it simple. Stick to the truth in your ad, don't brag, and try not to sound like everyone else. And if you incorporate some emotion in your ad, it may connect better with your audience. Your budget is something you determine before you start advertising. Make a plan of how much you're willing to spend per day on your Facebook campaign. Make sure you take into consideration that you may need to spend some initial money on the testing phase to find out what type of ads your audience responds best to. When you set how much you're willing to pay per click or per impression, the more you pay, the more impressions your ad will get. It's best to stick close to the max bid if you can afford it, but you also may want to test different strategies to see which one gives you the best results. Choosing which cost model, CPC or CPM, is an important factor in achieving optimal distribution. With CPC, you pay whenever someone clicks the ad, while with CPM, you pay for each 1,000 people who see it. Both cost models use a bidding system, and the cost depends on what other advertisers are willing to pay for clicks or impressions from the same demographic. In areas where there are a lot of advertisers competing for the same demographic, the costs are higher. With a smaller demographic, they'll be lower. That's why it's often beneficial to be as specific as possible in determining your intended audience. When it comes to Facebook advertising, you'll get better results if you test both models, then choose the one that best meets your business objectives. Generally, CPC gives a higher CTR, while CPM generates fewer clicks but costs less. The higher the CTR of your ad, the better your chances of winning auctions. CTR is calculated by dividing the number of clicks by the amount of impressions they receive. For example, if you received 1,000 impressions and generated 10 clicks, your CTR would be 10 divided by 1,000, or 0.01 or 1%. In an auction, the Facebook algorithm assigns a quality score to each ad taking part in the bidding, and the advertiser with the highest score has the biggest advantage. I hope you enjoy what you learned today. Check back weekly for updated videos and lessons. Or better yet, click the subscribe button below to get more of these educational videos as they come out.